Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Super English lessons. Today, Tom and I will talk about something very important and very helpful for parents.
Yes, today we will talk about the immersion method for children. Many parents ask us how to help their kids learn English fast, naturally, and without stress.
And the answer is simple. Create a mini English environment around the child. Not a school, not a lesson, but a small world where English appears every day in a fun, soft, and natural way.
Exactly. Kids learn a language not because someone forces them to study grammar. They learn because they hear words every day. They hear simple sentences, and they connect meaning with situations.
So today, we will talk about how to build this mini English world at home.
And we will explain why it works, how the brain of a child reacts to constant English sounds, and how parents can do this even if their own English is not perfect.
Let's start with songs. Songs are one of the easiest and most effective tools for immersion.
Yes, because music stays in the brain. Kids do not feel pressure when they listen to songs. They just enjoy rhythm, melody, and repetition.
English children's songs are full of simple vocabulary. Animals, family, food, actions. Songs like head, shoulders, knees and toes, and many others help kids learn without trying.
The key idea is this. The child hears English every day, and the brain starts recognizing patterns.
Parents often ask us, should my child understand the words?
And we always say, understanding comes later. First, the brain absorbs sounds.
Exactly. Children listen, then they notice repetition, then they connect actions to words.
Another powerful tool is cartoons. But not any cartoons.
Yes, you should choose slow-paced cartoons with simple vocabulary and clean pronunciation.
For example, Peppa Pig is amazing for early English immersion. Short episodes, simple sentences, clear voices.
Bluey is also very good, full of natural family conversations.
And super simple shows are great for very young kids.
The trick is to play these cartoons in English only, but there is no need to force the child to sit and watch.
Exactly. You can simply play the cartoon in the background while the child plays with toys, colors, or builds blocks.
The brain still hears English, and that is the magic.
Some parents worry that the child is not studying because they are not looking at the screen.
But immersion does not require visual attention. Hearing is enough.
The child hears real conversations, intonation, questions, answers.
Now let's talk about everyday phrases. These are extremely important.
And parents can use them even if they do not speak English well.
Yes, just choose simple daily sentences and say them in English.
Like, take your cup, please. Open the door. Put on your shoes. Come here, please.
These phrases connect directly to actions.
That means the child understands the meaning not through translation, but through observing the situation.
And that is exactly how kids learn their first language.
Parents sometimes ask us, how many phrases do I need?
And we always say, start with 5 phrases, 5 daily phrases. That's enough to begin immersion.
You can repeat them every day. After 1 week, choose 5 new phrases.
The brain loves repetition and routine.
And because the child hears the phrase in the same situation every day, the brain learns quickly.
For example, every morning you say, "Good morning."
Then during breakfast, you say, "Sit down, please," or "Eat your cereal."
Before going outside, you say, "Put on your jacket."
Before sleep, you say, "Good night," or "Time for bed."
These are not lessons. These are small moments.
But these moments create a language environment.
And over time, the child begins to respond, maybe with one word first, then with two words.
Parents often get surprised when the child begins to use English automatically.
They think it is magic.
But it is just consistent exposure.
Now let's explain why immersion works, scientifically.
Yes, this is interesting. When children hear a language every day, the brain starts building neural connections for that language,
Even if the child is not speaking yet,
even if the child is not paying full attention.
the brain still records the patterns.
And later, when the child starts speaking, the process is much easier because the brain already knows the structure of the language.
Immersion reduces fear and stress. Many kids become scared when English appears suddenly only in lessons. But when English is part of daily life, it becomes normal,
Natural
soft.
and fun.
Some parents worry about mixing languages.
Yes, but mixing is normal. Bilingual kids switch between languages easily.
Research shows that mixing languages does not confuse children.
In fact, it makes the brain stronger.
Now let's talk about how to create a simple daily immersion routine.
First, choose one English song that the child likes.
Play it every morning.
Second, choose one English cartoon that is calm and simple.
Play one short episode during the day.
Third, choose 5 daily English phrases.
Use them every day in the correct situations.
This is already enough to build an English environment.
Parents sometimes say to us, "But I forget the phrases."
And we tell them to write the phrases on small sticky notes and put them around the house.
For example, put the phrase, "Put on your shoes," near the shoe area.
And the phrase, "wash your hands," near the sink.
This helps both parents and children.
Over time, parents become more confident in English too.
Yes, many parents tell us that their own English improves when they use these simple phrases.
Because repetition works for adults too.
Now let's talk about one of my favorite parts, mini dialogues.
Yes, mini dialogues are fantastic for immersion.
For example, a simple dialogue like, "Are you hungry?" "Yes, I am."
Or, "Do you want milk?" "Yes, please."
These dialogues teach children rhythm and natural conversation flow.
And they're short, so kids don't feel tired.
Parents can create their own mini dialogues at home.
Even 2-word dialogues help with immersion.
Another powerful idea is using English during playtime. Kids learn very fast during play.
For example, if you play with toy animals, you can say, "This is a lion. The lion is big."
Or if you play with cars, you can say, "The car is fast."
You don't need complex grammar.
Simple sentences are more useful.
Some parents think English must be correct and perfect.
But natural English for kids is simple English.
Exactly. You don't need long sentences.
You don't need difficult vocabulary.
You just need consistency
And patience.
and a positive attitude.
Kids follow the energy of the parent.
If the parent is relaxed, the child learns better.
Now let's talk about something funny. Parents often think the child is not learning.
Yes, because children do not show results immediately.
But inside their brain, things are happening every day.
One day, the parent hears the child say a word in English, and they get shocked.
They think, where did you learn this?
And the answer is from immersion.
The child heard the word many times.
And one day, the brain decided it was time to use it.
Now, let's talk about how long immersion takes.
Parents often think it takes years.
But even 2 months of daily immersion gives strong results.
If the child hears English every day, even for a short time, the brain adapts quickly.
Remember that kids learn faster than adults.
Their brain is like a sponge.
And immersion is like giving the sponge something to absorb.
Now let's talk about what not to do.
Very important.
First, do not force the child to speak immediately.
Speaking comes later.
Second, do not translate everything into the child's native language.
Translation breaks immersion.
Third, do not use too many new words in one day.
The brain needs time to connect meaning.
Fourth, do not worry about mistakes.
Mistakes are part of learning.
And finally, do not compare your child to other children.
Every child learns at their own speed.
Now, let's give parents a clear plan for one day of immersion.
Morning, 1 English song.
Breakfast, 1 or 2 English phrases.
Daytime, 1 short cartoon in English.
Playtime, simple English descriptions.
Evening, 1 mini dialogue.
This is a complete immersion day already.
And it takes very little time.
Many parents tell us they don't have time for long lessons.
But immersion does not require long lessons.
Only small moments during the day.
Now, let's talk about how immersion helps children become confident speakers.
When English becomes familiar, children are not afraid to speak.
They learn pronunciation naturally.
They learn tone, rhythm, and stress patterns from songs and cartoons.
They learn vocabulary from daily phrases.
They learn sentence structure from mini dialogues.
And because immersion is soft, children enjoy it.
We recommend starting immersion as early as possible.
Even babies can listen to English songs.
Toddlers can watch short cartoons.
Preschoolers can understand phrases.
And older kids can start speaking.
But it is never too late to start.
Even teenagers can benefit from immersion.
Now, let's talk about real stories from parents.
One mother told us her son suddenly said, "I want juice," in English.
She was shocked.
She asked, "Where did you learn that?"
And he pointed at Peppa Pig.
Another parent said her daughter started singing English songs in the car.
She didn't teach her.
The child learned from listening every day.
This is the power of immersion.
The brain collects information slowly but steadily.
And one day, the child begins to use it naturally.
Parents are often surprised but also very proud.
Now, let's summarize the most important points.
Immersion means hearing English every day.
Through songs, cartoons, and daily phrases.
It is easy and fun.
It works even if parents are busy.
It works even if parents do not speak perfect English.
It reduces stress.
It builds natural understanding.
It creates a strong language foundation.
And children learn without pressure.
Parents just need to be consistent.
And patient.
And positive.
And they should remember that small steps create big results.
Immersion is the simplest way to help a child learn English smoothly.
And we encourage every parent to try it at home.
Even 10 minutes of English a day is enough to start.
The child's brain will do the rest.
thank you for joining our Super English lessons today.
We hope this long conversation helps you understand immersion deeply.
And we hope your children enjoy learning English naturally.
See you in the next lesson.
See you next time.